Now whatever you seen till now, okay, whether it is a read, whether it is a write, it is a single operation. Either you do write or either you do read. Now I'm going to do the mixture of both, read as well as write. That is what I'm going to do. So the operation will be W plus. W plus means read, write as well as read. So I'm going to do both at a time. First, what is the operation? Write operation. So file object dot write Asia. So what happened next? You need to read this file object dot read, and then you read the file content. So when I run, output is empty. Let me see, go and see the file. Yeah, the content which I written was over there. Wonderful. And what happens when I do the read? The read is not reading everything. If you doubt what is the reason, again the cursor. Now what happened? As soon as you write Asia, it would write like this, ASIA. Now where is my cursor is blinking? My cursor is actually blinking at last letter. So what is the command you given after the write? You asking to read. So when you ask the file operation to read the file, where it will read or where it will start reading, it will start reading from the place where its cursor is blinking. Where the cursor is blinking at the end of the A. What is after the A in your file? Nothing. So that's why output is empty. Okay. So whenever you do this kind of write plus operation, then it is your duty to make sure that you just alter a bit so that it works perfectly. What was the alteration? This one. As soon as you're done with your write, what you have to do? You have to use the seek method. If you wonder what was the seek method, I don't know how many of you noticed this. Whenever you work, whenever you see songs or movies on a player, any video player, at some time what happen? You need to go fast forward. Sometimes you have to go backward. So what you have to do? You need to keep your mouse over that pointers, the play things. It will highlight like seek. If you don't then, or if you ever not witnessed this, then today go and see that it's a seek. Seek means what? Taking my cursor or taking my play to whatever the minute that I want to play it. Same thing here. So what I'm telling my file is that look, as soon as you do the write of this content Asia, what you have to do? Go back to the zeroth position. You are asking your cursor to go back to the zeroth position so that when you read, right, it will completely read. So when you run, there you see. Now the output is coming because I made a seek function. Seek means what? Asking a cursor to go back to the desired position. It is not necessary that you should always keep 0. You can keep any index of your wish, however, or whatever the read need to read. Okay, so where the read or how the read works. So it's up to you. But basically seek of 0 is what mandatory. That means you're making the cursor to go back to the 0th position. If there is a need where you want to keep the cursor in a specific position like 5th or 10th, you are free to add that. Okay. Now what happened to write plus? As usual, write always do the overriding only. Correct. So don't do that. Instead of write plus, you use A plus. There you see, it is reading and it is writing onto the file. At the same time, it is reflecting back to us as well. That means it is reading as well. That's the beauty of this particular function. Okay. Now, what is the next function? R plus. So what you have to do first? You need to read and then you need to write. Quite opposite. Here, seek is not at all needed because R plus is similar to append operation. Now, what is the 81st line? It is going to read the content. Whatever this content is there, it is going to read. So once it's done with the reading, what will happen? Cursor will be blinking at the last letter. Suddenly when you start writing, it will start writing from the same place where the cursor is blinking. So Russia will be automatically get appended. So when you do R plus kind of operation, there is no necessity for you to use any seek. Seek is especially used for right plus operation. Okay, that is specially mean for right plus operation. Here in this case, that is not especially needed. Okay, okay, so that's how it works. So for read plus, no need of seek. It will work or it will gonna act as an append function only. So there is no need to specify seek over there. Okay. So these are the minute, things that you need to be taken care, because file operation is straightforward, right? Read, write, or do something. That's it. So these are the basic operation, and the way you have to manipulate is what matters.